dialogue beats in the screenplay by spacing down. So there's nothing there, it's just the space. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's an example on 64 where they do it the more traditional way, and this is the only time in the whole screenplay that it's like this. You see where Old has a line, then there's a beat, and he has a line, there's a beat, and a line, and a beat. But here's how they do it for the rest of the screenplay. It's very unique. Let's look at 89 to get a good example. Old is talking here at the top of the page. He says, "Boo, boo, where are you to do?" And then they're indicating here there's a pause, there's a beat. They just skip down to the next line. Look at ye. Pause, so they skip down to the next line. It really spaces things out. And you know how I'm always saying that the screenwriters teach us how to read their individual screenplays? Here's another example of this. Earlier, when they first start doing this, they show us a pause, even though it's not put in as a parenthetical. So here, let's look at 64, where Young's talking. He says, "Didn't want to wake you" is all. He spaces down, and then they put in pause, but it's not in the dialogue box. It's out there. It's its own action line. But then it doesn't come back with a character heading. It goes right back into the dialogue. Long night, pause, and such. This does a couple of things. One of the things it does is it creates more white space on the page, and the white space in the screenplay is beautiful. Another thing that it does is, as a reader, it keeps you moving. Sometimes when we have parentheticals just breaking up dialogue, especially if it's a long blocks of dialogue and there are multiple parentheticals in there, it really slows you down, really kind of takes you out of the moment. This way, your eyes just keep going, and you start to realize that that space means the characters are taking a breath, they're pausing. It keeps you going through the story vertically down the page rather than horizontally.